the banana split. Oh wait, cold open. Hold on, I've got something for this. I've got something for this.
All right.
You close your eyes. Okay, I'm gonna put something in
Can
your
I
hand.
just tell me when to open them?
Yeah, you know what? Here, hold that.
Oh, I know what that is. Oh, that's the fucking smelling salts.
Yes.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh, it's hitting me a little bit. I've done that on
Is that?
many times.
Can I open my eyes now?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, that's still right there. What? Didn't they do that on Joe Rogan or something?
I don't know, but
I remember watching a clip and they were losing it, and now I see why. Why do they do? Is that to wake people up?
it's more for gym, I suppose. Well, yeah, if they're knocked the fuck out,
Yeah.
But also, it's like, again, activate your adrenaline.
Wow, that's all I needed. So you've got the mixer of an upper and a downer there.
What do you mean?
Like the weed and the whatever. The caffeine.
The caffeine and that thing there that's not going to be set on tape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not green. It's black. It's very high tech.
Yes.
So here we are, episode 96.
Plenty of light.
Yeah, I can't complain about that. It only took half an hour to set up, though most of that was probably me just playing Fortnite.
Yes.
Almost had it. I was so close. But I was never.
I
never had him.
Kills.
Hey, for me, that's a good day.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got smoked the second I did it because I was so, what the fuck is your sensitivity?
Hey, but you had fixed it by that point. You just got ambushed by some, like, griefer that was sitting on a roof. That's why I don't like going to Doomstad. There's too many, like, anywhere that built up, like, Mount Olympus is bad enough. Anyway, here we are, finally, after months. And many big blockbuster, like, event movies. Feels like it. I'm pretty sure
honestly,
it has been.
Maybe, yeah. Honestly, I blinked and, like...
Yeah, like, I looked at last year, and it was, like, 3 episodes for the year or something. So we had Deadpool, we had Alien, Romulus. I think they were the 2 main, like, drops. If we go back to audio, it'll be a lot quicker because you can just record and done versus all the setup and shit. True. But I like this though. I don't know if I'd do the lighting, but I definitely want to do the little mics. That makes it so much easier than worrying about like, hello, is this working? You know, and all the like little noises. Though you still probably shouldn't start like rolling dice.
No, don't.
Yeah. How's Jaden?
That's good.
Famous photographer.
Yeah, he's great.
Advertising.
Got another client. That's fun. No, I won't tell you my business. Wait, no, there's no point.
Yeah, not unless it's like a funny anecdote where you can just change names.
Yeah. You know.
This isn't even as good as like, you know how when they go on the Tonight Show or Conan or anything like that, they do like a pre-show interview where they run through all the jokes they're going to do. And I feel like that would take away some of the... There's a risk there. You might lose some of the spontaneity, but they're good enough that they pull it off because all those interviews are generally pretty good. Though I guess I'm only seeing the clips that make it onto YouTube or...
TikTok.
Yeah, the socials. But, yeah, Conan, I watch him, like, do anything, mow the lawn. That dude is...
You know what?
So funny.
What has occurred to me? But you're a very leftist man.
In most ways, yeah. Some ways on, old school. Like, I think...
Women shouldn't
There should be an incentive. No, but you should be incentivized to put something back into the community. Like, not just... Like, because there is a cliche, and I don't think it's true, that if you introduce, like, massive amounts of social, like Centrelink type payments or a UBI, a universal basic income, that everyone's just going to lie around and play video games. I don't know if that's true, but I think it's good to incentivize some degree of hard work, but also have the safety net. I think it's possible to do. That's why I'm a sock dam. Best of both worlds.
But yes, as I was saying, so, very fuck Putin, that's Pat, very free Palestine, I'm imagining. Mostly, yeah. I mean, I think the issue is a bit more nuanced than some make it out to be. Like, I'm one of those guys, I'll go into a live on TikTok where it's like pro-Palestine and I'll get shouted at. And then I'll go into a live that's pro-Israel and I'll get shouted at because I'll keep going, but what about when this happened? So it's harder, whereas with the whole Ukraine thing, it's a lot more black and white. It's a lot more straightforward. You've got like big bad guy, big bully, went into the small guy and just started, doing all this horrible shit, genocide, whatever you want to call it. And you could say that about the Middle East, but Jesus, as soon as you put one foot wrong, there's a lot more stigma
you don't want to be seen as a Zionist or as a T word. You know, like there's so much more fucking bullshit. So I try and stay away. Unless I go and do like a 5-year PhD on it, I'm just...
We all know how much I love China, right? love China. Taiwan, not a country. That's going to haunt me.
China? Do you mean West Taiwan?
What?
I think we did this already.
No, anyway.
Yeah.
So, Pat, super left, me, you'll never really know.
I don't know. You've stated you're a communist before. I think you're pretty
I've said I'm not a communist.
All right. Mm-hmm.
We're
pretty clear on that.
That's such an old joke. So, Pat, super left.
Mm-hmm.
Me, none of your business. But what Pat does that I love, apart from being super left, is massively supports China and their application TikTok.
Oh, okay. In that sense, yeah. I think it's kind of a good little irony where you can do stuff on there that's very anti-Chinese or very anti-dictatorship. I don't want to say anti-Chinese sounds super racist. You know what I mean? Like, you can do very democratic, subversive things on an app that they own as such. Like, the servers are in Texas, so there's a lot of like fear mongering about what they can do with it. I think they're pretty hands off to a degree. Like, they've probably got access to most people's data if they really want it, but so does every other social media app. So, it's been a while.
Anti-propaganda.
Yeah.
And TikTok. My favorite TikTok account is any of those that are created by the North Korean government.
Do they have them?
Yep.
The only pro-North Korean people I've come across were tankies. That's where they're like pro-China, pro-North Korea, like anything that's anti-America, just America bad, North Korea good. And everything you've heard about North Korea is propaganda from the military-industrial complex, you know, pro-Western running dog capitalists. So, yeah, and they're just all brainwashed idiots, useful idiots to places like North Korea. So, and as soon as I try and argue with them, I'm either blocked or just called a shit lib and kicked. So it's like, okay, I see what you're at. I see what you're doing.
I don't think I have the reception.
But I've never seen like...
pull it, but there's definitely North Korean accounts.
Okay. I did get into a back and forth, but again, it was kind of a tanky, like he went there and he posted all these videos about how great it was. And I responded in the comments to a few of them.
North Korean life.
Yeah, I could have some fun with those. But this guy was like responding with video messages to every comment I made. It was quite funny. Got very triggered. Yeah. But is that like I mean, that could be just a travelogue type thing. Very quiet.
A travelogue in North Korea.
Yeah, I mean, you can travel there as a tourist. I would do it just to see it before it falls apart as like a journalistic endeavor, but I wouldn't like do it and come back and extol the virtues of how great it is.
I would love to see you do that, because I don't think there's any way you're getting into that country.
Do they care about shit you've posted on YouTube? I don't think they're watching 3-hour videos.
You think North Korea, A, doesn't care, and B, is just going to let in a white guy?
They do all the time. It's like a whole thing. Check it out. Like the guy that I was arguing with was a white New Zealander. He just jumped on a plane, went to China, get on a bus. Like, they do these package tours. Yeah, so I'm not sure about right now. I think there's some kind of freeze on it at the moment.
God, I'm going to be on a list now for fucking searching, can you go to North Korea?
But there is a Chinese company...
North Korea doesn't allow independent tourism.
Yeah. Define independent tourism.
I'm assuming anything that isn't a fucking North Korean run tour.
Independent tourism is... Yeah, that's what I mean. You can go on state-sanctioned tours. You can't just rock up by yourself. But you can apply and join these tour groups.
There's no way that North Korea lets you into the country. I will get a tattoo that says, fuck Putin, if you can get into North Korea.
That would be more impressive if you actually didn't... Like, if you were a Putin fan. Like, you're pretty ambivalent on him, from what I've gathered. But cool, challenge accepted. It would be more impressive if it was like, I don't know, fuck all my Russian ancestry or something. But that's a lot. That's very wordy.
I'll even get fuck Trump right underneath that too.
You're not a Trumper though. That would be like me going, you know, fuck Hyundai. Yeah. You care either way.
I'll get fuck China.
Okay. Could be a while, but I'll hold you to that. Yeah. Is there an expiry on this thing? Because I might need to save up for... It's like $5,000 to do the tour.
I'll give you a good 5 years.
Okay. Well, we'll see how we go. It might be tough.
I think a good 5 years is fair.
Normally, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in a lot of credit card debt, but we'll see.
I don't know where this episode was going. I don't know.
Yeah, well, there's like 2 big movies to talk about and a couple of other like minor news articles, things that we can rush through.
Sure. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Blade.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it by now, fuck you. It's been out for like
Dude,
months.
I've seen it 4 times.
Wow.
If you haven't seen it now once.
Yeah. I watched a bunch.
There's only ever going to be one Blade.
A bunch of TikToks this morning on it, and every single one had the Madonna like a prayer song over the top. So good. When they come out to do that big fight scene with all the other Deadpools, just perfect.
Yes.
When they hold hands and somehow survive that big energy blast.
No, well, they didn't completely survive. It did cost us the top of Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, that was rough. That was a sacrifice that had to be made, unfortunately, for the greater good. He just took that hit, lost that beautiful spandex outfit that he looked so good in, the proper old school OG
it's a shame, really.
Suit.
No, nobody went to see it just for that, obviously.
No, not at all. There was literally videos. It was like, this time I'm watching it for the plot, and then it cut to the shirt coming off the plot. Yeah. Amazing though. How old is he now? 50 something? Damn. Because that's one thing I use sometimes. I'm like, I'm too old. I'm not going to the gym. No, nothing's going to save this. And you see guys like that, and you're like, okay, that's not an excuse. I could just eat steamed rice and chicken and
inject steroids.
Yeah, I mean the steroids would help.
I think the steroids would honestly do most of the work.
Yeah, and like have a full-time trainer, chef, all that stuff. But
nutritionist.
Still, I'm sure I could do better even without all that stuff.
All I'm saying is, if I was, let's say for example, let's say I'm in the WWE, right? And all I'm paid to do is wrestle.
Yeah.
That's all I got to do, and that takes like 4 hours a night on a fucking... Do you know how in shape I would be?
I mean, they do have if you can focus all your time and energy on perfecting your physique and all the moves, then that is an advantage.
Same thing, Hollywood.
You still got to respect the discipline it takes to...
Marvel.
Do that.
If I had Marvel behind me, do you know how much steroids I'd be taking?
I always wondered if I could do like a Guardians of the Chris Pratt thing where he just transformed. And I think when he was, because they were still filming his TV show at the time, and they had to like somehow come up with an excuse for why he was losing so much weight. And I think they even padded him out in some shots.
Well, I'll say this. I thought you could. Until the times where I saw you in the gym, 90% of it was just curls.
Yeah, I love my curls, man. That's the shit. It makes me feel big, and then I can just walk away and be like, done. Mission complete. Got my biceps. Look, they've sort of got these guns illegal in 3 states. And what else do you need? Maybe 20 minutes on the little stair thing. It's good to go. As long as you break a sweat, you can tick that box. You can feel good about yourself.
I should run you through a circuit.
To be fair, you're at a different gym now. You ran away. You were like, fuck, this guy keeps bothering me.
The gym was too small.
It is a small gym. I think I went and did like a 3-month break from it. Yeah. And like, you know how you can suspend it? It hasn't kicked back in. So maybe they thought I quit. So I might have to look at a new gym.
Or maybe just go in.
Yeah. No. I'll go to your new gym. You'll love that.
Fine.
Yeah, every day.
Joke's on him.
Yeah.
I'm not even fucking
I wouldn't mind
there
going
anymore.
If they had like, what's
I'm
that?
Here now.
Fitness First. You keep sweeping. That's like that's the McDonald's of gyms, isn't it? It's like every town has a Fitness First.
No, the McDonald's of gyms is an Anytime Fitness or a Plus Fitness.
Okay, yeah, I guess that's a bigger chain. I don't know, I get them all mixed up. But I want to find one. I went to one in Parramatta once. I think is Virgin still a thing?
I believe so.
Yeah, and they had like these big classes, like a spin class, and they had like the person right up the front, and everyone's doing. That was cool. I was like the only guy, and there was about 20 girls. And
meanwhile, I'm waking up at 5 a.m.
Good motivation
to train. Fucking stupid choices.
Yeah, I wake up at 5 to go to work, so some people have to.
You could be waking up at 3 to train then.
Yeah. When you're going to bed at like midnight, it's not going to work. But hey, it's the price we pay, the cost that Fortnite has on your mental toughness. You got to.
This will help you wake up.
Yeah. Bottled insanity. That's crazy how it stays in there, but it's such a strong smell.
Yeah. It's like getting
Did you add a spoonful of water?
I did.
Okay.
It's like getting kicked in the face by smell, isn't it?
Where'd the spoon go?
Well, no, I don't have to add it now. You just activate it once.
Oh, okay. But how long does it last once it's done?
Forever.
That doesn't seem plausible. But, yeah, that's crazy.
Well, where's the liquid going to go?
No, it's
going to
stuff eventually. The whole, like, what's that thing that slowly collapses into nothing?
Yeah, okay, but...
What's that?
Do you want me to argue against that, though?
Do your best. I'm literally working against physics.
Excuse me, hold on, let me look up one thing.
Like
one thing, I need one specific word.
Slow heat death of the universe. Like, even a mountain eventually just crumbles to dust. God, what is that called? When I'm editing this, I'll know.
Terrariums exist.
Mm-hmm.
They're designed to be its own environment forever.
Which terrariums? Like the ones you put lizards in?
Like...
They still need to have outside sources of food coming in and stuff like that. They're not just like this magical place of just endless cycles of birth and rebirth and death and what? Entropy. That's the word. Entropy. Look that up. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Your electronic pipe. Yeah. Anyway, it was a good movie.
Yeah, it was.
Some people complained. I didn't see a lot of like actual proper reviews. I just saw like highlight reels and things. But it was, the plot wasn't super complicated. It was basically like, hey, this shit's falling apart. Some guy at the TVA went rogue, grabbed him. It was like, I need you to come in and save the world somehow. You're an anchor being, but it wasn't him. He's not the anchor being.
No. He never said, listen, I've seen it 4 times. He never said it was the anchor being.
No.
He just said there was an anchor being. And then he said, oh, by the way, it's Logan.
Right. And he wanted him to... See, I've only seen it once. And my memory's never been great at its best.
Well, it's a good thing I'm here.
Yes. So you could maybe give us a quick synopsis of what actually happened.
All right. So, what happens is Disney buys Fox. That's the first thing that happens canonically in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Then, Deadpool's like, oh, fuck yeah.
Marvel Jesus.
No. Again, I'm going
people got pissed about that.
I'm going canonically in the story. Then, he goes, oh, I'm going to join the Avengers. Talks to Happy. Happy's like, nah, fuck you, mate. No.
Yeah, that was a bit harsh.
And then he gets all sad and has a bit of a midlife crisis, puts on a fucking toupee, takes off the fucking suit and sells cars. Used cars, specifically.
That toupee was rough. Honda Odysseys.
Then, he fucking has a breakup with his missus.
That's never really well explained. Because he's not following his dreams. He's not being who he wants to be, I guess. She's like, you're not being your best self. Yeah.
And then he had a birthday, and then all of them are there.
Mm-hmm.
And she's fucking seen some other dude, and he's upset about that.
Yeah, it's not good.
Betrayal. And TVA shows up, oi, Wade Wilson. And then Wade comes out, oh, you're fucking strippers. All right.
That's a logical conclusion.
Kept going, fuck me hard, yada, yada, yada.
That's a joke about getting pegged.
Then we come into the TVA.
It's a dude from Succession.
Yeah, that dude. And he's like, you're important, you've been chosen. Fucking come on, yada, yada, yada. I'm Marvel Jesus. Fuck, wait, if I'm going to do it, I'm not going that far. Fuck you, Fox. I'm going to Disneyland. Cut to new suit, gold adamantium katanas, which was, convenient. Finds out Wolverine's dead, universe exploding. Thor, for some reason, is crying.
Wait, so you didn't know Wolverine was dead at this point? That's where I get lost in the source with all the different... so in that whole time with applying for the Avengers, he was in the same universe as the Avengers?
No, he knew Wolverine was dead. He just didn't know he was the Anchor Being.
Right.
Anchor Being, universe dying. Oh, I know. Headbutt, digging up Wolverine, opening credits scene.
I get it now. Yeah, the Justin Timberlake song.
Bye.
Isn't it NSYNC or whatever?
Did you say Justin Timberlake?
Take That, one of those boy bands.
Justin Timberlake was fucking...
I'm not a boy band guy.
NSYNC, not Backstreet Boys.
Isn't it? That's it. There's two different... I get it mixed up. Yeah.
Bye. Wolverine's corpse. Cue the fucking montage.
Yeah, because he was told that his universe is about to collapse. And
because Logan's dead, and his idea is, I'm just going to get a different Wolverine.
And the guy that pulled him out and told him that, what was he supposed to use Deadpool for? What was his main aim with Deadpool? That Deadpool was like, no, I'm going to do something else. But he actually wanted him to somehow help him with that machine.
Well,
that makes it go faster.
I don't think he was going to help him with the Ripper. I think he generally was like, come on over, yada, yada, yada.
Your universe will die, but you can at least you can live. I'll put you in a different place.
Yeah.
Okay. But what was in it for the Succession guy, the TVA dude? Why
he wanted to? I probably would have skipped that. He wanted to show the TVA how it should be run. Like
trim it, or prune it faster. Yeah. But why do you want to rescue Deadpool?
I don't fucking know.
Okay. Seems like he wouldn't do anything unless there was some.
I think he was just told, but then it wasn't. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Anyway, where was I? Montage of Wolverine variants. We've got Short King Wolverine. We've got Jesus on the X-Cross Wolverine. We've got Apocalypse Wolverine. We've got Fighting the Hulk Wolverine. We've got Patches Wolverine.
Superman Wolverine.
We've got Superman Wolverine, which that one was a fun one.
That one I would like to have seen, like a whole movie there. That look was perfect.
Yes, especially with the fucking Mission Impossible claws.
Got to do the arm pumps.
And we had Old Man Wolverine. Am I missing any Wolverines? I think that's all the Wolverines. And then we've got the Drunk Wolverine, which is the main canon Wolverine now. Yeah.
The best Wolverine.
And then he brings him back and he goes, Void. Goes for the Void, finds Johnny Storm. But everyone's like, it's Captain America. No, surprise, it's Johnny Storm. Wolverine kills Sabretooth. They get taken to Cassandra Nova. Johnny Storm dies. Joke about the budget.
They couldn't afford Magneto.
Yeah. Fly off into fucking a field somewhere. Tries to find fucking the others.
Plus,
runs into dog pool and hat people. Nice pool. Gets into a Honda Accord. Fights in the Honda Accord.
Odyssey.
Fights in the Toyota Odyssey. Gets fucking taken back to the thing by X-23. Elektra, Blade, Gambit. Various other people. They get sent back. And a bunch more shit happens. I'm fucking
very happy to... How often have you talked about it? It's the first time we've talked about it.
Yeah, and I've just realised how long this is taking.
Yeah. It's a big movie. And I don't know. I think with all the moments, especially some of the fights, I don't know. I thought it was great. Some critics were not... even though the critics savaged it a little for the, not quite inspiring enough, complicated enough plot, I think he wove together enough of a tapestry of inspiring and humorous malarkey that I had a good time. Everyone had a good time. There's plenty of audience reaction shots to some of the cameos and the jokes, especially I don't know if you stayed for the...
Yeah, I saw it all.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't give a fuck what the critics think. I was right.
Yeah.
It hit 1 billion. And I'm pretty sure I said that last episode.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure I fucking bet my life that it would. Suck a dick. I was right.
No idea. I think, now it's coming back to me. Yeah, you did. You were correct. I mean, we always knew that was going to make a ton of money. Yeah. I was a little, hedging a little, but it come good. You can't go wrong with Ryan and you together. Best. It's basically like the modern version of a buddy cop movie.
Yep.
It's got it all. So recommend, obviously. And again, this isn't about will you watch it? Because you've already seen it. Comment and share what your thoughts are. If you hate it, love it, whatever. Or, that I want to argue with someone in the comments. That's basically where I want this to go. Just once. Just let me get my teeth in. The next big one that I saw was only 2 weeks ago. Alien Romulus.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, no, quite good. Very good horror movie. It's set between Alien and Aliens, the first two movies, and it slots in quite well. They find the wreckage of the ship from the first movie.
I'd like to not hear as much as I can because I do want to go see this. I am a huge Alien fan. I just haven't had the fucking time.
Well, you should definitely get to a cinema, preferably big, IMAX V Max or whatever screen you can find that's going to do it justice, because it's shot beautifully, it's well acted. There's some great the new robot guy. Sorry, he prefers to be known as a artificial human. Was really good, and at one point they update him, and he again, no spoilers. His personality changes, so you really get to see some great acting from him. And there's some cameos from previous characters that I recommend watching at least the first movie again before you see it, because you'll notice a lot of references and tie-ins. It's really cute. Like just random stuff in the background. You're like, oh, she's still wearing Reeboks. They still have that little silly thing on the table that does this. The little bird that puts its... Anyway, whoever put it together, I think he's a South American director. His name's like Hispanic, I don't know. But he's amazing. The next guy, watch out for him. He's going to go places. So, I don't know. Some people complain that it kind of... like the issues people had with, not Return of the Jedi, like when they came back, the first new Star Wars movie that was set after the original.
Force Awakens?
Yeah, that it was like, they were just doing too much like the original. Because it does follow a lot of the tropes of the original movie in terms of the beats and the sort of the basic structure and all that sort of thing, and certain things that happen. Again, I don't want to spoil it too much, but if it does it really well and you're using a recipe that's been proven, and the acting's up there and the quips and the chemistry's good, then and they get the jump scares perfectly. Like they're not cheap. They're sold really well. Like you earn those jump scares. I don't know. I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was what I needed. I hadn't seen a good scary horror movie in a long time. Horror movie? Did I just?
Yes.
Wow. Cotton wool mouth.
Well, I will definitely be seeing it.
Yeah, I recommend that for someone who hasn't and who loves aliens. I think you'll be in there. I don't know about I saw it with a friend who didn't mind horror, but wasn't, I would say, a big alien person, and they really enjoyed it. So, yeah, that's all I can say.
So how much money, I don't know if we reported on this last episode or not. How much money do you think they gave Robert Downey Jr.?
All of it.
All of it?
Yeah, pretty much. They had to. So the whole Doom thing, that's crazy.
Do we...
By that
sense, it's got to be the variant of Doom that it's got to be. It's got to be the one...
Because there is a comic, right?
Yeah, there's one where Tony and Dr. Doom went to fucking college together, and they end up swapping buddies.
Is it like a what if thing, or is it just a random timeline that they follow for a bit?
That's Superior Iron Man.
All right. Okay. Yeah, it's one of those let's just try this for a while. Okay. Because I know Doom's supposed to pop up in the Fantastic Four movie as well. And that's set in the 60s. That's like an old school, Pedro Pascal, all those guys. And it looks really cool. It looks retro. Because that was like the original Marvel team.
Yeah.
That came out.
They were the number one.
Yeah, the Golden Age or Silver Age or whatever you want. They were the first ones. Like the Avengers and all that shit came later.
Nobody gave a fuck about the Avengers when it was a thing. Before the movies, nobody gave a shit. There was no stock in the Avengers.
Fantastic Four first, then X-Men, then the Avengers. And, weirdly that sort of went...
The opposite?
I mean, the Fantastic Four movies, to be fair, came out first, but they didn't have same...
Wasn't it X-Men?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're going back to pre-MCU. It's all Fox and Sony and stuff, so it's not quite the same. But there was some good stuff there. Like if you, again, watch the end of Deadpool, there's a whole, there's a really cool, montage of all the old, X-Men movies and, stuff from behind the scenes. It was really beautiful. Tear to the eye. But, they didn't really... They did a couple of nods to Fantastic Four, because I remember seeing, Grim, what's his name there? The big rock guy.
Yeah.
The Thing.
The Thing.
He was in a couple of shots. And Halle Berry, at one point, Ryan Gosling... Reynolds, I always get him mixed up. His partner, who played Lady Poole... Blake Lively had asked Halle Berry if she was keen to come back as Storm, and she was down, but they just didn't work with the scheduling or whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe it was the budget, I don't know. And it would have been cool to have Magneto, but isn't he dead? Like the OG old guy, dead Magneto.
No.
I thought he died for some reason. Because I saw a clip the other day, and it was like an in memoriam thing with all these...
You thought fucking Gandalf died?
Yeah. I was like, maybe... I mean, he's old enough. Did I miss that he died?
No. He's not dead.
Oh.
But you know what? You know what you probably did? You probably just killed him.
Yeah. By the time this comes out, I'm ahead of the. It's an easy bet to make. Like if there's a what do they call it? Like a dead list.
A Deadpool.
Yeah, even. That's the thing. That's actually what it's called. Yeah, for this year, it's got to be in that list. That's literally how it started. That whole word. I forgot that was the whole thing, and that's probably like what inspired his name because he's an assassin. So if you're in the Deadpool, he's gonna.
What we do know from either I think it was Hall H leaks. We're gonna look at Galactus.
Okay. Don't think I saw much on that.
Yeah, big boy.
Yeah, I mean he eats planets, so it's got to be large. And I was reading like weirdly, I was watching like Fortnite clips, and one was explaining like the whole Galactus thing, and when he dies, the universe restarts. Like that's a thing in the lore, and apparently when at the end of this season you'll kill Galactus, and it will start. It'll go all the way back to season 2 or something, because that's when he first appeared.
Yeah.
So that's like the fan theory anyway, because that's not him dead in the ocean. If you look at like, you can see his helmet out in the background somewhere. But that's not. It's not like Magneto killed him. That's just for some reason his helmet's there. Because apparently at the end of season 2 he got warped.
Did you call Doom Magneto just then?
Yeah. Sorry, I get them mixed up. They both got really cool masks, and they're both.
With a helmet.
I don't know the big difference between them personality-wise. They both seem like very bitter old angry men. But yeah, he's got like Magneto's helmet crushed. So he's killed Magneto. He's got Johnny Storm's heart in a box. He's got like the naked dead Sue Storm in a glass cage. So he's sitting on the thing. That's like his throne, like the melted body. And his power is like those gauntlets. So that shoots like a glowing green energy orb. It's like really hard to. It's not that devastating. I was using it in my last game just now, and didn't save me. So and
you also had 16 health at the time.
Yeah, that was rough. And I was in this like random area where there was nothing. There was no loot. It was just a valley and a couple of trees. So I was kind of SOL, as they say. A better player could have handled it, but you know, we work with what we have. So that what we were talking about, Deadpool, and then Aliens, and then you talked about the whole Galactus thing. Yeah.
No, I talked about Dr. Doom.
Yeah, but what's happening with Galactus? He's a big guy.
Yeah, he's gonna be in Fantastic Four in some way, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, he's always like he brings Silver Surfer. He was in the original Fantastic Four.
That's right, because we've even got confirmed that Silver Surfer's in Fantastic Four.
It's got to be. Because he's Herald.
She
even. They've used men and women.
A female who has been cast.
Every Avengers character has had in the MCU or various properties of it a female version or a gender opposite. Hawkeye has. I'm not sure about Iron Man. Yeah, because there's like Ironheart or whatever. But the only one who hasn't is Black Widow. They need to do like a dude Black Widow.
But anyway, boy, did Borderlands fucking suck.
Wow. Yeah, apparently that wasn't it.
And I, again, didn't have a good feeling about it from the second I saw the casting.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. The cast was pretty cool. Like Jack Black and...
Jack Black I understood, but I disagreed that Jack Black... Kevin Hart should have been Claptrap.
Oh, okay, yeah, I haven't played the games enough to care about like whether they are accurate with the casting. I just knew it was a big cast, like that Australian actress, Kate Blanchett. You know, she did really well in Thor, so why not? But just from the trailer, I was like, this is trying to be Guardians of the Galaxy, and it feels already that it's missing. Like it's not hitting the mark. It's just too phoned in. And apparently, yeah, that's how it transpired. So that sucks. Maybe I'll throw it on like Netflix one day, but yeah. I never really played the game so much, so I don't have a big like attachment to it. If they do a Fallout movie and they fucked it up like that, I'd be pretty pissed. But thankfully they did a TV show and it was good. So and season 2 is coming out like real soon. Like they just rushed into it. Also coming back is James Spader as Ultron in the series with Vision, which makes sense because he's part of Vision. Sick. Yeah, his voice is just perfect. I think he was
The Blacklist, The Rookie. Yeah. That's good. You should watch The Rookie.
I've got a friend that watches that. I've been meaning to. I do like Nathan Fillion. Yeah. I feel like I should also watch his other show first that he finished, where he's like a writer and works with the cops. Feels very similar. And he's like a consultant to the police force and just hangs out with them.
Never seen it.
Oh, okay. Well, there's one episode where it references Firefly because it's like they all have to dress up for some kind of Halloween thing, and he dresses up as a space hero, and it's like, he's essentially wearing the same costume he wore in Firefly as Mal, and it's quite cute. They did something similar once in Bones with is it Daniel Boreanaz, who used to play Angel from Buffy, and they go to a convention and they mention Buffy, and it's like very like, you're the guy from. It's very confusing. That sort of fourth wall stuff fucks with me a little bit. Like, at least in Deadpool they acknowledge it. Like, they'll look at the camera and be like, "Hey, I'm the guy from that show." The proposal. Yeah, you think that's what I do? So good. That was crazy that he was like, what was his thing? Because he didn't regenerate. So he had nothing. Like, that's his only superpower. So his only thing was his looks and like maybe being able to shoot straight.
Yeah.
Rough.
Shout out to Matthew McConaughey though as well.
Yeah, the cowboy Deadpool apparently, which I totally would have missed. It's the same in Star Wars. They do that a lot. They'll have random celebrities play, like they'll be stunt casting as stormtroopers, but does it count if you don't know who it is unless you read the magazines and the trivia? I mean, who reads magazines anymore? But like IMDb or something. I'll see a clip on TikTok. Yeah, because I know James Bond / Daniel Craig was
a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, Rob McElhenney's one was cut, which is why I'm looking forward to seeing either the extended or the director's cut.
Well, that'd be good if they have all the extra bits, because there should be plenty of those.
Yeah.
Maybe a few more like sneaky cameos. Is Rob, like, he was from Always Sunny, right?
Yep. So
is he just playing a random Deadpool? Or?
He's playing a TVA agent.
Oh, okay. That'd be good.
Oh, look at that.
At least you see his face. Yeah, so it bombed, it was the biggest bomb in cinema history. Well, it's on track to be. $110 million budget, this is still Borderlands. And it only made $4 million. So, damn. Whoever's behind that is in Hollywood jail.
Yep.
For the foreseeable future.
Definitely.
And it got a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Doesn't look good on Kevin Hart either.
Yeah, he's had some big like setbacks though. Like he had a series. I listened to one of his autobiography audiobook things, and man, he had like a couple of shows before he went back into the wilderness a few times. So he's good at like not getting knocked down and getting back up again. Yeah. If there's one thing you can say for him, it's resilience.
Now,
so he'll be fine.
Did we cover Tenacious D last episode?
No, I don't think so. I know one of he's the bald dude that's always with him in the music videos and stuff. I can't remember his name, but he said something about Palestine or Trump or... Trump got shot at.
Yeah, someone tried to kill Donald Trump.
Yeah, and he was like, he wished they didn't miss.
Yeah, it was his birthday wish. It was next time, don't miss.
Yeah, that's pretty edgy. I didn't think it was that big a deal.
It's one thing to do a joke like that around your buddies or that, but when you've got such a platform like that, it's just irresponsible.
Really?
Yep.
You're saying that with your full chest?
I am saying that with my full chest.
Get fucked.
I don't care who it is irresponsible to wish death upon another person.
Such a Weasley PC fucking bullshit PR response. Yeah. Of course, the advertising slime is wearing off on you. No, like, fuck it. He's his own guy. Whether it aligned with Jack Black or not, he should be able to make a joke. I don't know. I think it's a big storm in a teacup. I think it's bullshit that Jack broke up the band and, shut it all down. I feel like it makes sense with Seth Rogen, how he had to cut off ties with...
James Franco?
Yeah, Franco.
Now, I will say this.
But this is...
I'm going to double check this before I say this.
I mean, it was a dumb joke, but whatever. It's Donald Trump. Who doesn't want him dead?
The following message is not supported by the Banana Split podcast, and therefore it does not reflect
It's so good we're not, there's no, like, trademark or company or anything. It's just a name. No one can come at me.
With Borderlands and the failures of it, on August 7th. On August 7th, can you just give me, when did Borderlands release?
Christ, okay. I'm sure I can pull that out with this post. So August 10th was like this headline, so I'm sure it wasn't far behind that, like early August, and we're now at like the end of August.
Okay.
So.
Well, if it's going to load, which it seems like it's going to.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Okay. August 7th, clearly not long after Borderlands 3 initially came out. Arguably, I would say post the opening weekend. Jack Black says Tenacious D will be back after cancelling tour over Kyle Gass remarks following Donald Trump assassination attempt. So the second that Borderlands flops, Jack Black's like, no, let me have my band back.
Oh, I see. I didn't know about that wrinkle. All right. So once his movie career took a nosedive, he's like, actually, this music thing could be useful. A bit cynical, but yeah. I'm glad he's got his mates back once he realised he needed him. You know, these things do blow over. Yeah, I guess I was just a little disappointed that he didn't value the friendship enough to cancel a tour because of a joke. Yeah. I mean, it's not like it was racist or anything.
I don't appreciate you making such a derogatory comment about someone else's life, so I will be cancelling the Banana Split podcast relationship effective immediately.
Almost feels like he was waiting for an excuse and just took the easiest, like the first thing that popped up that gave him like the slightest bit of
justification.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Terrible. Anyway.
That's all I've got to talk about. I'm out of things.
So they're making The Last Ronin with Michelangelo. He's going to be the guy, because I read the thing on Wiki.
I thought The Last Ronin was fucking Donatello.
No, it's Michelangelo. From what I read, it was very hard to pin down.
I thought it was Leonardo because sword, but dub, and I was like, no, it's not Leonardo, it's Donatello. And now it's...
Because that makes sense, because he's the happiest-go-lucky party guy, and then all the other ones die, and he's got to now become the angry, like, revenge guy. That, to me, that's the biggest character arc in it. Like, that, to me, makes the most sense. And Fantastic Four isn't just set in the 60s, it's set in an alternate universe.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's cool. That's all right. Like, they've done that before. S.H.I.E.L.D., alternate universe. It's called the NBC verse, or whatever. Was it ABC? Yeah, ABC.
No, you're right. It is Michelangelo.
Yeah. Oh, did you? We already talked about this in June, right? US sued Photoshop, Adobe.
Oh, yeah, I think we briefly discussed that.
Yeah, okay. 95. Okay, and this is 96. Cool. All right, so, yeah, so I haven't been posting much in there. I did say something about, like, Acolyte being cancelled.
Oh, no, I didn't watch it.
Rest in peace. Yeah, I saw, like, one episode, and I was like, it's cool, it's cheesy, it's very by the numbers. They're trying something a little bit different because it's set like so far in the past and there's like Jedis everywhere and the dark side of the Force hasn't really started becoming a threat yet. So it's like the slow build of all that. So it was interesting. And I liked, it's got that Filipino actor from The Good Place.
Yep.
He's really cool. It's got some Korean dude or something. He's some kind of Asian. I should have looked this up.
Well, I'm gonna. Honestly, grouping
I'm sure he's Korean.
Grouping just a people together like that. Honestly, I disagree with Pat's comments, and from going forward, I think I have to cease my relationship with.
We'll disband the party. Damn it. We'll have to get a new DM. Anyway, so he learnt English for the role. He didn't know any English, and so he just learnt the lines and like a few extra bits, so he could get it done. So that was cool. I thought that was really impressive. But I haven't actually sat through the whole thing. A lot of people don't like it. I'm not sure why. There's been a lot of complaints from the same kind of toxic Star Wars fanboys that don't like black people and don't like, well, they feel like the DEI sort of crowd, the woke crowd, are forcing diversity on their precious Star Wars, where it used to be all just like English jobbing actors from Suffolk, back in the old days. It's like, dudes, you're in a universe with aliens. You can handle a few people of colour, surely. The only point that they seem to really lean into is that you can't just do it, throw that stuff in there and have that be enough. You still need to have a good story and good acting, and I can agree with that. And from what I've seen, it looks okay. But obviously it wasn't good enough, so they're going to go back to they're going to just they've started filming the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, so they're going to stick to what they know, which is a little sad because I think it's good that they take risks, even if they don't always pay off. So I hope they don't stop taking risks and they do make more like crazy experimental stuff, even if they have to use that IP, because that's where the viewers are. But yeah, out of all the shows so far, someone posted a chart. I guess Disney Plus does give the numbers, because Netflix doesn't really give the number of people that have watched a certain thing, but the number of it's got viewers per hour, viewers that finish the entire series, and out of all the Star Wars stuff, it's way down the list. So yeah, they've got to cut the thing at some point. I just hope we do get some resolution at the end of season 1, because I hate getting to the end of a season with a cliffhanger and then that's it. But yeah, that's that. That's all I have. Close to an hour now, so you know, the 2 big movies we love: Deadpool, Alien. Fall Guy was a while ago. I haven't been to the cinema. I'm not going to smell that again. That nearly killed me. I think I'm almost dead right now already. So maybe.
Enjoy your
Oh, Jesus! I thought I was far enough away. I was not. I was definitely not. Oh,
hit the credits.
Gross. Oh, Jesus, that'll do, I guess. Oh, the weird thing is, it smells familiar.
Yeah, it smells like chlorine.
Yes, that will kill you though. It's like enough of it. Yeah. If
you fucking breathe it instead of oxygen constantly.
Yeah. Like guys that fall into their silos and stuff. Well, there's like a chlorine gas leak.
Microphone, please.